everyone. This is just our second video for our September auction, just to give you some highlights. Here on the right we have a number of Cullens in. Great to see these coming from Noel Sweeney and the team in Powerscourt. Super presentation here on the 16-year-old, and we have an 18 to 18s, and we have the Amarone finish, and we even have a little tasting pack here if you wanted to try the 10-year-old or the 14-year-old, or there's a premium blend here as well. We have a lot of good Bushmills bottles here. Two of the highlights: we have an Maison de Whisky 28-year-old, which can be hard to get, and the Bushmills 28-year-old rare casks, another much sought after one. A couple of hot bottles at the moment, a Dick Mack single malt and the Irishman's peated red ale. We have a couple of those. We even have a few Japanese lots in. We have a couple of Suntories, and we have a Shinobu and an LBJ or an ABJ. We even have a few bottles of gin in. Now, you never know what gin connoisseurs might be out there. We have a Barbier, a White Satin, and a Bertha's Revenge made from Sloes. On the bourbon front, probably the star of the auction is this Pappy Van Winkle 20-year-old Family Reserve. Comes in this nice sack. Very nice bottle. One of the best bourbon brands. So it'll be very interesting to see what that goes for. We have a Rittenhouse and a Weller and a Mustang, 2 horses Mustang. We even have a Rebel Yell. Rebel Yell, for those of my era, remember the song by Billy Idol. This whiskey inspired it. And the Rebel Reserve, and we have a Dragon Claw with a free glass. We have a couple of Waterfords, we have a couple of Pete Neats. We even have a Blood Brothers, which is only out this week. So great to have one of those in the auction, so there'll be huge interest in that one. And over here on the left, we have a range of scotches. We got a load of scotches in, and some of them, I mean, they're old and they're quality, and you just don't know if there's connoisseurs. Here's a Buchanan's Red Seal. You can tell that's a quality bottle, an older bottle. And we have a Johnny Walker Blue Label, very well regarded whiskey, Ballantine's 21. We have a Lindor's Singleton of Ochroysk, I think I'm pronouncing that right, Glen Keith. These two Ballantines come as a pair. There's a Vitality and a Serenity. Scarpa 14-year-old, Long John, Glenkinchie, Grants, Kintor. Some of these names I'd never heard of before. We have a Glenmark. You can tell that's an old bottle there. And to a Scotch connoisseur, you never know. I don't know how good that is. And we have a bottle here donated by one of our customers. It's going for a charity. It's called a Big Pete, and the money is to go to the Blood Bikes charity, which bikers donate their time and energy to bring blood from hospital to hospital, blood donors, to save people's lives. That's a very worthy thing, so keep an eye out for that, the Big Pete bottle. And the last item is just one of our memorabilia items. It's a book called The Truth About Whiskey, and it comes in this nice little kind of holder here. But what's nice about this book is, if you look at it, you'll see more pictures on the site, but there's 4 of these little plates here showing the distilleries, and it shows how they were in the day. And it talks about John Jameson, John Power, George Rowan Co., and has pictures of the distilleries back as they were. You can see all these plates to come out, and it's about whiskey at the time and how they were trying to make it so that people couldn't sell inferior spirit as Irish whiskey. And there's a great bit of history in that. And that book is, I think it's copy 161 of only 300. So check that one out. So that's it. Thanks very much for your support. It's been great, and we're delighted to have such a full auction for you. And we kick off in about an hour and 20 minutes, I think. So thanks very much, and happy bidding.